You broke the curse, and now they cannot control you. All right, everybody, welcome to the Mindset Elevator. You were the one that broke the curse. And now people are upset because they can't control you and they cannot control the narrative. You slipped through their grasp. They cannot keep you tied down. They cannot keep you anchored to the curse itself because you are privy to it now and you wanted no parts of it. And so you decided that you were going to be set free from the confines of the curse and the dynamic and the situation, as it was probably draining you, making things uncomfortable for you, toxic, negative, you name it, right? You breaking free from the curse itself had to happen so that you could get back to yourself and you could live your truest life without feeling like you're under other people, or without feeling like you cannot progress or that you are stuck. You realize that you are not stuck. You actually have a lot of options. And so now, because you broke the curse, it's the tactics that the cursed people try to use now, or they try to implement now, and it's not working on you, right? It's like they can't control you. They can't tell you what to do. They can't say certain things and get you to pop off. They can't, you know, control where you go, or if you cut them off, if you're, acting different towards them, towards the situation. It's like they see now that your mind is free. They see now that you're thinking for yourself. Your mind is free. Your mind is clear. And you're going to see how they act. People who are a part of a dynamic that is just bound to continue to fail. Everybody a part of it, everybody still stuck in it, is bound to continue to fail, because nobody wants to break free from the curse, the confines, the stagnation, the trauma, the stress, but you did, right? And so you're not controllable anymore. They can't tell you how to be, what to think. It's like you're not being tricked anymore, or you see things for what they are. So why would you go back to sleep? Once you see things for what they are and it's negative in nature, you're not going to sit there and continue to dwell in that and try to grow in that. There is no growth, there is no prosperity, and there is no positive change when you're chained, right? It's like, it's just stagnation. And you probably decided that you didn't want stagnation to be a part of your story going forward. So you broke the curse, right? You're no longer going to be affected by the drama of it all. You're not going to be triggered by what these people are doing anymore, because they don't have that grip on you anymore. And trust me when I say they're going to act out. They're going to act up. They're going to act out. They're going to lie. They're going to pick fights with you. They're going to antagonize you because they don't like that you see them for who they really are. They don't like that you see through them. The illusions that have been casted for a very long time, they've all been kind of revealed, or they have dissipated, right? So it's come to the point where people are going to be really upset that they can't change your mind back to when perhaps you were asleep, or gullible, naive, not really seeing things, not really wanting to accept things perhaps for how they really are. That's what comes with breaking the curse. You have to accept the fact that these people are problems. These are, this is a problem situation with problem participants. And I see it for what it is. There's nothing I can do to help them. There's nothing I could do. They're all asleep. But I'm awake. I'm alert. I'm good. I want to get away. I want to get free from this trap, this entrapment, right? That is psychological based and mental, emotionally damaging. Now they're mad that they can't sway you, right? Or they could, I love how the light changed a little bit. They're mad that they cannot sway you. They're upset that they cannot trick you into coming back and being stuck, just like a lot of them are, right? They don't like that you're able to be free. A lot of them could be jealous of your freedom, or jealous of the independence that you now have and that you now dwell in, right? Because maybe when you were too close to the mess, it was like you were a participant of the mess also, but like it was inadvertent. It wasn't something that you wanted. It was something that seemed like forced upon you until you realized that you had options. And when you realize that you had options, it's like, listen, I'm gonna continue to go my merry way. I'm not gonna go the way of the herd. I'm not gonna go the way of the cursed, right? When I have options, when I see a clean exit, when I see what's better for me, what's good for me, now people are mad at you. They're gonna be mad because they're still stuck. I was on that tip. Like, these people could be jealous of your freedom. They could be jealous because you can make your own choices and they feel like they cannot. Or you're living your best life and you're free. Like, you weren't able to do that when you were still too tied to them or bogged down. But now that's not your story. And so because it's not your tale anymore and you've grown up and you've moved on and you're independent, it's like they're upset that that's your life, that you actually could have a beautiful life outside of them and you don't need them and you don't need their company, right? Especially this, you know, I mean, if you really think about it, it's very draining, right? Very draining, very mentally and emotionally taxing to ever have to dwell, to ever have to coexist with these kinds of dynamics or being a part of these types of dynamics. Nah, the only way you're only gonna get a peace of mind, get a clear mind, is when you break free from it. And you have to realize and be able to discern and distinguish what's really going on and if this is really what you want, right? So you took a stand and you broke the curse. You're the one that's deciding, listen, I'm not going to be a punching bag anymore. I'm not going to be a part of this mess, this abuse, this trauma, this drama. I'm not going to be a part of the stress. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to argue. I'm going to live my best life, move on. I don't need this. I don't need these people who clearly want me to be stuck. Right? I'm going to be free. I'm going to blossom. I'm going to use my options. I'm going to use my wit, my intelligence, my bright mind. Like, you know, like you're going to put all the elements, you're going to realize all the elements that make up you trump everything that was keeping you stagnant. And it could have been you breaking the curse. And it's not easy to do because you're going to be met with scrutiny, right? It's like you're going to be met with backlash because you decided to not be tied down by these folks, or you decided to not participate in the mess. It's like, oh, you know, they want you to be a part of the mess, like deeply intertwined with it. And they know it's not good, but they choose that way. This is what they prefer. But the curse breaker is not about to participate. The curse breaker is going to live their best life because they have been called upon to do so. They've been called upon to make big things happen in life. And it's very cumbersome in trying to do that when you're a part of cursed folks. You know, people who have no way out, people who are in their own personal pits. They don't want to see you out there. They don't want to see you free. That's why they're going to be mad. They can't control, they can't change, they can't make you go to sleep. You see everything now for what it really is. And thank goodness for that, right? Because that's why you're being catapulted into your rightful position right now. That's really it's come down to. It's like you decided that you're not going to be a part of the mess. You're not going to be a part of the curse. If everybody wants to stay stuck, if people want to be in that energy, that's on them. That's their choice. Right? If they want to limit themselves and hate and loathe and plot and sabotage, that's on them. But you're not going to be the victim. Not anymore. All right? Let it be known how you guys feel about the premise of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right? You broke the curse. So now you cannot be controlled. And like I said, thank goodness for that. Right? Because we need more real ones like you to wake people up and to see things for how they really are and to preach it. To spread that. Right? That's how realness continues to flow. Some people are going to get it. Some people will never get it or refuse to get it. Right? But we get it. We know how we're trying to move. We're trying to go up. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for supporting the channel and I'll see you guys soon. Okay? Bye.